Hello everybody, welcome to my channel today. If you're new, hello and welcome. My name is Justine. I live on the west coast of Canada and I am in my late 40s and I film YouTube videos a couple of times a week. I do beauty reviews, beauty hauls, lifestyle subscription boxes, all that sort of thing. So if that's something that interests you, then please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you stay up to date with all my latest videos. Now today I thought I would do a little get ready with me because I'm attending a holiday function tonight. I'm going to one of the beauty galas at the Bay. And if you're one of my Canadian friends, you know what I'm talking about. The Bay is a big department store in Canada and similar to Macy's, I guess, in the US. And every holiday season, they always do a beauty evening with specials and prizes and all kinds of stuff, and I always really enjoy going. And the past 2 years I've missed it because we've been away in November, so this year I said I am definitely going. So I thought I would do a party look for tonight, and I thought, why don't I share it with you guys? Now I probably should have used my Pat McGrath palette that I just recently got, and I did film a video using that because it is very festive. But I really wanted to use a palette that I just got as a add-on extra from the Sephora VIB sale. I don't know, did all of you guys place a lot of last minute orders? I know I'm guilty. In fact, I think I bought more things than Santa this year. I went a little bit crazy, but a lot of it was gifts. It wasn't all just for me. So one of the things I bought last minute was this Camel palette by Natasha Denona. Now, I have seen a lot of videos of it. It was on my radar, it wasn't on my radar because there's just so many palettes going on right now. But I thought, you know what? Of all the palettes, this is a neutral plain palette, which is my cup of tea. And I know it probably isn't the best for a holiday look. I actually also own this burgundy palette that probably would have suited my look for this evening, but I really wanted to use this Camel today and try it out and show you guys on camera. So I'm going to give you a quick little briefing on the palette itself, and then we can go ahead and get started on the get ready. Again, I'm wearing a burgundy blouse. It probably doesn't really go with the makeup, but I had to get dressed before I did my makeup and I hate doing that. So anyway, I don't really match, so I may end up changing, but the look I'm very happy with. So here is the palette. Now, Natasha Denona packaging isn't the most sexiest, glamorous packaging. It's just a plain cardboard box, but that's fine. I mean, you throw the box away anyway, or at least I do. And inside here is the palette. And also, not the most sexiest, gorgeous packaging, but it's very functional and you can see the colors, which I appreciate. When it's in your drawer, you can see what the palette is and you don't have to go opening each and every one. Sorry, is there a bit of glare? So it is a very neutral palette. It comes with a super shimmery, sparkly shade, as well as 3 mattes and then one kind of a satiny shade. Now I have watched many reviews on this. I've watched Talia. She's a wonderful blogger. If you're interested, I'll link her below. And she does swatches, dupes, everything. She's just a wealth of information. Now I'm going to ask you guys, do you guys see anything unusual about this palette? I apologize for the glare. So as I said, I've looked at this a million times, and when I actually received it in my hands, I thought, is this color not the same color, oops, as this one? Sorry, this is like a mirror. I actually even thought to myself, did they put 2 of the same color in this palette by mistake? And then I quickly looked at the pictures and no, these 2 colors are very similar, and I did not pick up on that. So I think the way it's laid out, it just kind of tricked me. But anyway, they are slightly different, but very slight. So I am going to do full swatches and I'll insert them here for you, but I just want to quickly go over the palette. I do a demo using it and it is gorgeous. I had 0 fallout. The only color I didn't use was this one here on the end because I felt this one was enough. They are so similar, but I had 0 fallout. I did use this color wet and dry. I didn't get a ton of sparkle, as you can see, which is totally fine by me, and it just got more and more pigmented. So I will first start with the shades, and I'm going to start off with the first color. Sorry. My eyes are so bad. A Rosto. That is this color right here. And it is a nice, soft, creamy matte. my hand. Goes on beautifully. Now this isn't the color I wore. I'm wearing the other one that has more of a khaki tone to it. And then the next color in the palette is this shimmery one here. And that one is called Copper Stone. And same thing, I applied it at first with my fingers and it is so soft and smooth. Just a nice subtle shimmer. It's not a heavy chunky glitter, which I don't really care for that much. And I apologize for my nails. I know I'm going out tonight and I'm going to do my nails this afternoon before I go out, and I apologize they're not done yet. The next color is that third one in the palette that looks very similar to everything else, to the other one, and it is called Safari. Now this on my eyes, I did notice it had a little bit of a khaki green, so it isn't identical to that Safari color, but holy crow in the pan, they look very, very similar. And then next I'm going to go over the color that I have all over the lid. It's that really pale vanilla, and it is called Dune. It has like a very subtle undertone shift of like a pinky color. And there we go. It's like a satin. It definitely has some shimmer to it, but not sparkle. And then last but not least, we're going to go in with that really, really dark matte, and that's what I put in my outer corner. And that one is called Zand with a Z. And here we go. That's that color there. They all just went on beautifully. Love these colors. They're right up my alley. I get it that they're kind of boring and plain for a lot of people, but this is right up my alley. I just like neutral plain things, and I know I am going out tonight and I should be wearing something a little bit more holiday and festive, but I thought I went kind of festive with the lip. If you guys are new to my channel, I really don't wear bold lips. I always wear plain, neutral, nudes, light, pale, pink, peach. But I've slowly been surely trying a little bit more bolder colors, and I'm really enjoying it. So I think this look doesn't really match my outfit now, so I probably will end up changing to maybe a red top or a green top or something like that to make me a little bit more festive. I'll keep the blazer, but just change the cami. So anyway, if you are interested in seeing my get ready with me and how the eyeshadow is actually applied on my lids and how I created this look, then please keep watching. I also just want to add at the end, I did forget to put on highlighter, even though I told you guys we would do highlight together, I forgot. So I ended up just quickly doing it off camera, and I used my Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold, and I used all three shades mixed just to give me a little bit of va-va-voom. So the Charlotte Tilbury highlighters are super, super subtle. They're not super sparkly or glowy. So I think they just gave me a nice, simple effect to go with this look. So anyway, as I said, let's go if you want to see me create this look for you guys. Okay, so I have zoomed you up nice and close, and I've already put on foundation, which is still going at these Hourglass Vanish stick samples. I am going out to buy this even though the sale is finished because I love it. I've just been using it non-stop. It doesn't last the longest on me, but I just love the dewy, flawless finish. And I also have a sample of the Hourglass Veil powder, so I just did a light dusting of powder, and I just thought I'd keep with the Hourglass, and I used the Hourglass bronze. This one is called Luminous Bronze Light. So I used that as my bronzers. I quickly did my brows with the Anastasia pencil and the Brow Wiz. And I just used again my Fenty eyelid primer that I also got for the sale, and I'm really enjoying it. So let's get started. So I am going to go over my entire eye with this pale color here, and that one is called Dune. And I am going to use a Real Techniques brush. It's called a base shadow brush. And I am going to go all over the lid with that. Sorry, I'm kind of peeking over to the corner here, because that's where my mirror is. And also in the monitor. So I always say this, if you're new to my channel, I am blind in this eye, the one I'm working on right now. So I am visually impaired when I'm doing makeup, so it is a little bit of a challenge sometimes, especially with false eyelashes. and my eyes are completely different. So they're different size, shape. One's lazy, droopy, you name it. I've got its cataract. So it is totally different, and I used to just do them off camera. Well, my bad eye, but some other people are visually impaired and they asked me if I would share how I do my makeup. So the next color I'm going to use is one of the colors that look the same, and it's the one in the middle, and that one is called Safari. And I'm going to use my Wayne Goss number 18 brush. I always mention this as well. I got this in a Beautylish lucky bag that you buy on Boxing Day because I don't buy animal hair brushes. So it is a gorgeous brush and I own it, but I don't personally buy them. And we'll just leave it at that. And I'm going on this other side. So it's kind of a khaki brown, I would say. It's definitely got a green undertone. And I mean, I don't mean green, but it definitely has a khaki subtlety to it. It's not like a chocolate brown or a caramel or anything like that. It's definitely has a bit of a green undertone for sure. Now I know I am going kind of a safe holiday look, but I really wanted to try this palette, and I am going to use the shimmer, so hopefully it'll spice it up a little bit. So there we go. So they blend beautifully, which I was expecting, and I really like that. So this would be nice, just this color, maybe going a little bit more with that paler color in the middle, and this would be a nice daytime look, even work look or whatever. It's just nice and neutral, and I think this color suits my skin tone. Now I am going to go underneath my eye with the pencil brush and going into that same middle color, Safari, that has kind of that khaki undertone, and these are super, super pigmented and blending beautifully. I'm just going to grab my magnifying mirror because I want to have a look if I have any fallout. None. Zero. Yay! So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to darken up the outside with this darkest color, and that one is called Zand with a Z. Is it? Sorry, they're all kind of backwards. I'm pretty sure it's Zand. Oh, you know, I always put the names when I'm working on them, especially when they're backwards, so I don't know which one's which. So I am going to go back with that Wayne Goss, and I'm going in with this dark color here. And I'm just deepening up that outer crease, just the outer portion. I'm not going all the way in. I just want it on the edge. So this is definitely a very nice neutral palette. I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. I know a lot of people probably think this is incredibly boring, but welcome to my world. I like plain, simple things. I do enjoy fancy things as well, but for the most part, I'm a pretty simple, plain looks. Now for the fun stuff, I'm going to go in with that sparkly color right here, and I believe that one is called Copper Stone, and I'm going to use my finger. One of my subscribers suggested using a beauty blender, and I am definitely going to do that in the future, but I'm going to practice that off camera. So there we go. That's very, very pretty. Nice bit of sparkle, and it feels super soft and creamy in the pan, which is nice. Going over here. There we go. Now I think what I'm going to do is go back in with that all over color that I used, and that one is called Dune, and I'm just going to emphasize it on the brow bone a little bit. I think it's got a nice little bit of a pink shift to it. And then I'm also just gonna put it a little bit more in the corner here, just to open up my eyes a little bit and make it a little bit more dramatic. And so there's a little bit more of a separation of colors. And then I think I'm gonna go back in with that pencil brush and I'm gonna put a little bit of this sparkly color underneath my eye as well. I don't know if that's a good thing, but I'm gonna do it. So there we go. So I think it turned out quite pretty. I love the colors, they're just nice and plain and neutral. And yeah, this probably isn't the best party look for tonight, but I just was dying to use that palette and I wanted to do it on camera. So that is a first impression, and so far, really, really like it. The only color I didn't use was this one, but it's very similar to that one, which I mentioned in the swatches. So I am going to put on some liquid liner and I'm gonna do some mascara, and then we can reconvene and we will do some blush and lips and highlight together. See you in a minute. Okay, so I finished mascara and eyeliner as I mentioned, and I'm just thinking I want a little bit more sparkle. So I thought I'm gonna go back into that sparkly shade right here, and I am going to use a dampened brush this time. So bear with me, this is all new. This is my first time trying this palette, so I hope it works out. And I'm just gonna dab my wet brush in there. And I'm actually just gonna grab closer mirror just so I can kind of be a bit more precise. And I'm just gonna dab that on because I am going out tonight and it is a holiday event, so let's get a little crazy. And this isn't like a super sparkly shade, and it's nice and neutral. So I'm not really noticing a big difference. I'm using a MAC 283 brush. I think that's what this is meant for. And it definitely gives it more pigment, but I'm not really noticing like a foiled sparkle look, which is okay. I'm not really into huge dramatic sparkle, so I think it's just kind of made it a little bit more pigmented, not as a sheer, which I'm happy with. So it's a very subtle shimmer. It's not sparkles, it's yeah, shimmer, which I really enjoy and can appreciate. So next I am going to pull out my Charlotte Tilbury Ecstasy blush. It's just like a nice peachy pink color, and I'm using my Sigma. This is a loose powder brush, but I like big blush brushes. So I'm gonna go around the edges like she says, and you just swish. Her blushes she calls swish and pop. And then you just go right in the middle with the pop color and just pat it right there, just in the apples. So I think it just kind of brightens this up. I probably would have chosen more of a neutrally brown nude blush, but I just thought because I'm going out I would choose something a little bit more pink. And I've also picked a darker pink lipstick. You guys are going to be shocked. I just filmed a video on Charlotte Tilbury and all my favorite products, and as promised, I am also working on a lipstick swatch. And when I pulled out all my lipsticks, I had this color that I've never really used. It's called Coachella Coral, and you guys have gotten me to start trying more bolder colors, and I'm actually enjoying it. So I am gonna wear this color tonight. I've actually been wearing it over the past few days and I've gotten a ton of compliments. So I'm gonna wear this darker color for tonight. It's not red, it's Coachella Coral, so it's definitely a pinky orange, which I enjoy. I think I should probably wear a red lip tonight, but I just really like this color. And I think it goes well with my skin tone. Now I am wearing a burgundy top, so I'm probably gonna change because I think this would suit something red or black or something, but I hate doing my makeup after I get dressed. I like to match my makeup look to my clothing. I'm a matchy person. So anyway, this is my evening look for tonight for the Bay Gala, my big night out. So I hope you enjoyed today's look, and I really, really enjoyed that eyeshadow palette, and I will definitely be wearing it a lot. So stay tuned. You're probably going to see a lot of looks with me using it because I really, really enjoy it. Those kind of colors are right up my alley. I know they're plain and boring to a lot of people, but for me, that's how I like to look, is just simple and plain, and now I'm being a little bit more creative with lips. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please click like, and if you'd like to see more of my videos, then please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you stay up to date with all my latest videos. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye!